comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
This game is getting interesting real quick, and the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
Runners are at first and second with one away. That evens it up 1-1. The 1-1 home. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike three. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box now, number 19, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Missed with a slider. And the changeup is way low that time.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick, because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Ferguson has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Leading off the inning, Drew Ferguson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
1-0 the count. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Hit down the line at first. To his left, Brown, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, number 21.
So digging in now, number 21. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. The 1-0 home. There's a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle-of-the-order power guy.
Now the 2-0 is in there for strike one.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
The 2-1 home. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. 1 out, nobody on. Three and two.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
3-2 pitch. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Coming to the plate now, number 30 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's set. Here it comes. Hot shot on the ground is short. One there. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Anthony Garcia, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. There's a swinging bunt up the line, but it gets foul. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Garcia is retired, and there's one away. So with one gone here in the top of the 8th, even the home fans are starting to sense that we could be on the verge of witnessing history as we get a look at our line score here, and you see the big number. No hits for the home team through 7. Stepping in, Seth Brown. First offering on its way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Missed with a breaking ball. Bases are empty, one man out. Line drive to center field. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. He takes the turn and heads for second.
He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing.
Brown takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And he's safe at the plate, as it's now a 3-0 ball game.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
Standing in now, Tyler Ramirez, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. One out, nobody on. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
The 1-2. Locks him up for strike 3. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Into the box, Darren Blanco. He swings and grounds it to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors and no one left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Rockhounds are out in front, 3-0. Stepping up to the plate, number 29. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Here comes the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. The 1-2. Now here's the ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Garcia going back, still ranging back. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 3 here in the early going. As they get one back, it's 3-1 now. So he makes it through 7 innings, but they finally get to him for their first hit of the ball game here in inning number 8.
Yeah, Matty V, and that just goes to show you how hard it is to pitch a no-no. Gets through 21 consecutive outs without getting up a hit, D-Roll, but that wasn't the case here to start off the 8th.
Yeah, so much has to go into it. You need to be a little lucky, and you need to be a little good right there. Flip the script on the offensive standpoint. They've stayed with their approach, haven't come out of it. Hopefully this gets them jump started.
Sam Bragg is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. Stepping in now, number 73. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Three and 0 now. Here it comes, the 3-0. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, he's a youngster. You can see he's a little nervous out there. Some people call it butterflies, but to him it probably feels like pterodactyls are flying around in his gut. Going to be interesting to see if he can settle down here.
Into the box now, Tim Fedorovich. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
From the stretch. And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, that's not a real good look when you flail at what ends up being a wild pitch. Doesn't say much about your pitch recognition, but regardless, the runner is able to advance, so we'll see if he can drive him in now.
No one out with a runner at second. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, I think that curveball in the previous pitch had him thinking about getting another one, because there's no reason he shouldn't have had a big rip at that fastball. That was right in every hitter's happy zone.
From the belt, kicks and deals. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field, a base hit. And the run is in to score from second.
That's a nice piece of hitting right there, Dan. He went heater up in the zone and then tried to drop the off speed when he was on it.
Boy, Mark, that's the oldest trick in the book, right? You use one pitch to set up the other. This guy wasn't having any part of that.
Into the box now, number 31. Now pitch swung on and foul tipped right off the mask. It sounded like of the home plate umpire, and that cannot feel too good, I wouldn't imagine. The 0-1 pitch. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are two aboard now.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Stepping in, Jack Mayfield, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball one.
In today's game, if they're going to give you an out, you take it. You have to find a way to execute a pitch in the zone, allow him to get the bunt down, and take the out at first.
The 1-0. Now a bunt attempt here. And there's one away.
You can't ask for anything more than that. The tying run moves over to third now with only one out, so we'll see how the infield decides to play it here.
At the plate, number 81. Couple of walks for him thus far. Ready. Here's the first offering. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with it.
The 1-0. Line towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. He's in there at the plate. And we are tied here in the 8th.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Ready now, Drew Ferguson. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now.
That's a good but risky take there on 0-2. Some umpires have no problem ringing you up on a pitch that close.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Fouled off. He's set. Here's the 2-2. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. We've played 8 full, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. A great nighttime shot of downtown Houston there as we're back under the roof at Minute Maid Park. Now at the plate, B.J. Boyd. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch of the at-bat. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Now the 1-0 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
The 2-0 is taken, strike 1. Curveball that time, not even close.
Now this is a leadoff at bat. Great patience, and he's just waiting for that pitch. That's too good to pass up.
The 3-1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Hit hard towards center, and that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. 9th inning's underway with a leadoff man aboard via the single.
Now batting, catcher, Bo Taylor.
Digging in once again, Bo Taylor. Go ahead run at first, nobody out. Here's the first pitch. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1. The 1-0. Now a bunt attempt here, and they'll just tag him out along the first base line.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there, and sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
Standing in now, number 1, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. The 0-1. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Racing back, the center fielder It's out of here, and they've taken the lead in the ninth. Santa Maria. So a two-run shot to left center, and is now 5-3.
Yeah, he had the right idea, trying to bust him inside. But that pitch caught too much of the plate, and he took it deep for a two-run homer. That was a nice swing of the bat.
In now, Jorge Mateo, as he sends it on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, number 19.
Digging in to try it again, number 19. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the pitch. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Part of the order 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. The Rockhounds lead it 5-3. Number 16 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 16.
So striding forward now, number 21. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far.
Center fielder, number 21.
First pitch on its way. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. And he looks at a slider in there. 1-1. Two and 1. Here now the 2-2. It is a fastball that misses.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Stepping in now, number 30. Lefty versus lefty, and the first pitch misses for ball 1. No hits to this point. Now here's the pitch. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. And he lays off a pitch just below the knees. It's 3-0.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
And he looks at ball 4 now. So he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of a steal when he's on base.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Number 29 is working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches. Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Hit down the third baseline. To second for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they end this thing with style, turning that double play to preserve the win. That's what we call finishing strong.
And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. The Rockhounds came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Sam Bragg claims the win out of the pen, his first. Number 16 records the save, his 4th of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game for the victorious Rockhounds: 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Hooks, 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 7 minutes. A reminder that post-game Metro Light Rail trains can be picked up at Main Street Square, just 6 blocks from Minute Maid Park between Walker and Dallas.